Thanks so much for mentioning my name. My name is Kenn Webb, not that really fat comic, in case somebody wants to call me out later. I did get called out last week, and I did find the guy on the internet, and I did send him my condolences for the criticism. I did tell him to fuck off. Alright, let me set this thing up. I feel like a conductor. If a conductor talked about dildos and pussies. No, this week's been a pretty big week for me as a comedian. I got my first heckler, I guess, Sunday night. I got my picture taken by Nora Canfield on Tuesday, which is like the rite of passage for Nashville comedians. And she told me to bring something, a prop, that I used in my act. Unfortunately, my wife's pussy was unavailable for photograph. Plus, it would have never fit, because just to give you an idea of how big my wife's pussy is, it was actually the model for the original Cloverfield monster. No, she is my ex-wife, and I have recently found a new girlfriend. Oh God, she's gorgeous. She's 5'4", brown-headed, beautiful body, skinny. The best thing about her is she don't drink or do drugs. That's the worst thing about her too, because that means I'll never fuck her. Okay, that's a joke. I have fucked a sober girl before. I was her boss, and she was wanting a raise. It's amazing what somebody will do for 50 cents an hour. No, I have girls all the time tell me I'm like a brother to them, and I'm like, well, you're like a blow-up doll that don't put out. And if I'm such a brother to you, let's move to Arkansas and fuck. Recently, I was in a club, and a girl gave me her phone number, and I was excited. I couldn't wait to call her. Called her the next morning. As soon as she answered the phone, she told me the time and temperature. Then I told her, I said, sweetie, I'd love to take you out if only I knew the movie times. Then she went and got a newspaper and read off the movie times for me. But I had to cut it off with her because she was horrible at phone sex. I recently gave up phone sex because my dick kept getting caught up in the phone cord. Okay, a little dated joke. Who has a cord on their phone anymore? I take a lot of criticisms in my comedy, especially from my sister. She tells me I should talk about things other than my ex-wife's pussy and dildos. So I wrote a few political jokes. This pretty much shows you my knowledge about politics. I did vote Republican in the last election. When everybody asked me why I voted, I don't have any answers about the economy or, Barack Obama's the Antichrist or any of those things. About the only thing I can tell people is I want to fuck Sarah Palin. That's the only reason I voted for Republicans. It was, I honestly thought when the polls come out and the Republicans were losing, hell, I'd start running her into debates with thongs and bras and bikinis, and they might have won the election. About the only other way I think the Republicans could have won that election is if John McCain had legally changed his name to Pedro. Okay, that's a 5-year-old joke. Throw that shit away. No, I know a man of my intelligence. You assume I was a lawyer or a doctor, but no, I worked at Walmart for like 13 years. And I come across some amazing customers in my time. I was talking to a buddy of mine who's a bigger guy like me, and this old man walked up to us and he goes, God damn, what are they paying you boys here at Walmart? Cheeseburgers? And I'm like, fuck you, old man. I said, do you ever worry about dying? What about going to sleep at night? You ever worry about waking up? He went to my manager and said I was rude. How much time I got left?
Give us 1.5.
One more joke, okay? Okay. Let's see what I got. Oh, one time at Walmart, I was straightening up the model cars. And out of the blue, this guy walks up to me and says, man, I need to ask your opinion. Me and my wife are having trouble. I want to spice up our relationship. What would you suggest for lube for anal sex? And I have no idea why I would get that question, but I was daydreaming about my two favorite things, porn and food, and the first word that popped into my head was peanut butter. And I told him peanut butter, and he looked at me kind of strange. A couple minutes went by, and he come back, his buggy had a big-ass thing of Skippy peanut butter in it. Unfortunately, he got the chunky brand and totally missed my point. See, anal sex would be rough with chunky peanut. Okay. All right. Y'all been a good crowd.
Yes. Kenn Webb, everybody. Hey, Ken, I don't think that's what your mama meant by saying get your butt home in a jiffy. You know what I'm saying? Call me